So I wanted today to make a video about watering, which is quite a boring topic unless you really need to water your things in the middle of the summer. Now in London at the moment it's about 30 degrees, which is a good temperature, but it can be tricky if you're in a garden or an allotment and you can't be there every day. So at the moment I'm in our greenhouse and we're having some work done on the house, which means that we don't currently live here, so I can't be watering this stuff every day. So I need to find a way to make sure that it can get watered, because otherwise everything will die in here because it gets up to 40 degrees and more. So I guess I wanted to show you what we do and how we manage our watering system, and it's a little bit of effort in the beginning, but I find it's well worth it because it saves so much time, and I've calculated how many hours a week it saves me. And in times like this when I'm not actually living at the property, it's a lifesaver. Otherwise everything here would be just. So I guess this is what we're running partially is a soaker hose, but that is only a small part of the big system, which I will show you now. So it all starts with this box over here. Now this box, LinkTap, is an amazing product, and yeah, I would recommend them to anybody that wants to, I guess, earn a few or gain a few extra hours in their garden without having to worry about watering. So we have it on a dual connector here. This is our regular garden hose, and this is the LinkTap, which is connected to the internet and it's connected to my phone. So it connects to the Wi-Fi in the house. It has a pretty good range, so if you have a large garden that shouldn't be a problem. And then the Wi-Fi then connects to my phone, but I'll explain about it in a bit. So this goes down a pipe which goes all the way through to through around the back of the garden. At the minute it's taken off the brackets because, you know, we've got a lot of work going on, but this is what I've been working on the past few weeks. So the pipe comes to here, and at this junction it goes several places. One place is around the back of the greenhouse up onto the roof, so it can water these things up here, and the other place is inside the actual greenhouse, and then it goes to the ceiling, just in case I wanted to I don't know, have something which allows it to spray. I don't want to do that at the moment because currently what I use is a system which means that water goes directly to the plants and there's not too much wastage. So this goes into a smaller pipe or a tube, which then comes into this, which then releases the water. Now all of our plants have this. Here's a lemon tree. Looks quite ugly, and I guess that is the water residue. But yeah, all of the plants in the greenhouse have this, and it's a lifesaver, to be honest with you. You know, when you're not able to be at the property or the place or the garden, it's really fantastic. So at the back here, it runs through there as the main line. This is what I just call my main line. And then it comes down into a soaker hose, and the soaker hose is for the tomato bed. So down in the soaker hose, that's little tomatoes which will come up as compost, but whatever. Through the soaker hose, through that way. Now that's all good and well, so that looks after itself, that manages itself, which is really helpful, because I can really only kind of come here one day a week, and the rest of the time they're working on the house. But we also have it outside here. We have an option here to turn this, and this, if turned, leads to the main beds where all of our blueberries are. So it's quite discreet. Unless you know what you're looking for, you won't really notice it in the garden. But it's a pipe which runs everywhere in the garden, just because it covers all our bases, and it means that I don't need to worry about these kind of things. So this is the next soaker hose. And this one is what I've been working on today. So I still need to stake it down, but it basically runs through the whole bed, and it will eventually run through the whole bed. Is pretty much how we do things here. And I find that it's a really good way, because it just means that we don't need to worry about watering things. It means that we don't need to worry about any of it really, which is a really, it's a relief, because you have fruit growing, you have vegetables growing, and you don't need to worry about these things. You don't need to worry whether they're going to get watered or they're not going to get watered. You don't need to worry whether they're going to die when it's 40 degrees or not. You don't need to rely on your neighbours. We do have our neighbours helping us with some other plants, which is really, really great. But you know, not everybody has nice neighbours. So this is just a system which it can save you genuinely like 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. And this is a small garden, so you're looking at saving yourself literally an hour a day. I know I could use an extra hour in my day, but no, it's really, really helpful. It's called Link Tap. This isn't something that I've been paid to say, because I have a tiny account, but that doesn't matter. But no, it's a great product, and the piping system and the main pipe and all of that kind of stuff. If you've enjoyed playing with Lego or something like that when you're a child, it's a bit like that, except your hands are a little bit more sore, because it can be hard to put together. But yeah, I just wanted to share what we do and how we keep everything alive here. If you can't do this, another option would just be to mulch like 10 inches on top of everything, and then you should be fine. But again, that's not an option for us. Anyway, this has been a really long video. I don't think anybody is watching this anymore, so I should just end it here. Okay, goodbye.